Welcome back to the Miami Grand Prix circuit around the Hard Rock Cafe in one of the southernmost points of the United States, and welcome back to the Champions Series. The grid is set and we're getting ready to embark on this tricky circuit. Very low grip, 19 corners and clear skies now ahead of racing. Well, the lights are coming on, so there is no glitch, thankfully. Hopefully nobody has cold tires, and the lights are off. Waman, we can see his scuttled back all the way down to 17th. And meanwhile, Hudson Poole now starting to make threatening motions towards Jelle van Eyck, the Red Bull driver, overtaking his rival on the back straight, taking that first position. And that is likely going to invite Andres into the fight as well. The Mercedes driver right on the back of the Alpine, activating those medium tires, getting squeezed for dear life. Oh my goodness. Reports of track extensions. All the drivers were notified of this before the race, of course, so they were all in equal terms, of course. As it looks like.
There it is, yeah. Andrew's through. Is No Name going to get him too?
We're about to find out.
That's really going to mess up Jelle's exit.
With a Desi retrograde, Charles Leclerc, who's acting as the sort of cork in the bottle here, a Desi pulling off to the inside line, and on the hard tires, already trying to victimize Charles, whose softs may be starting to overheat already and take a lot of excessive wear. So a Desi might know the speed of Hudson Poole, and the fact that those hard tires are going to start getting quicker. I wonder if he's going to try to get a toe. No, he is not. He is going to go for the move down the inside of turn one. Hudson actually locking the inside rear. But we welcome Becky B and his party to the stream. Thank you for joining us. And again, really sorry to see that that crashed from the game that caused the disqualification. Completely unwarranted, and again, just, well, Codemasters never fail to disappoint, do they? And Hudson Poole down the outside. Wants a commentator curse them before anything terrible happens. So jumping on board with Jake one here, who's going wheel to wheel with Waman side by side through the first corner, and he does concede to Waman gap to Zay and Kaz Silvi quite handsomely, has he not? And he's looking very, very comfortable in that. Williams, as we have a collision. Oh my goodness, is that Jelle van Eyck? That is Jelle van Eyck on exit from turn number 16. And he... Exactly right. And Desi looking to take his second victim of the lap, lining up to the inside of So Spicy. Wheel to wheel they go through the penultimate corner, and it looks like So Spicy may have had an incident there.
But you know, that's also a super tight corner, so it's really hard to side by side there. If anybody, whoever's got the inside's basically getting the worst exit out of the next turn. Is usually how it goes. So
exactly right, and it's a pretty long straight too. So his notifications as he cut the track one too many times. Meanwhile, Kaz Silvi in the Mercedes side by side with the McLaren of No Name. No Name takes a much earlier apex, and now Kaz Silvi is going to try to switch up the racing line as his rear twitches out, compromising his own manager. We cannot see what percentage his tires are at, but we can see he's got his battery engaged in overtake mode. DRS open. He's looking to fight his rival Andres into the next corner. Switching up to the inside is a Desi side by side now with Andres, now taking the outside line for the subsequent corner. Grip should allow him to take a greater velocity here as they still go side by side, but no, Andres parks it in front of a Desi. What a move! And what a defense by the Mercedes driver.
That was phenomenal defense. I think that was clean. That almost went bad though. That was kind of scary there. Looks like Adiz going to get around him here though in the straightaway though.
You know what that reminded me of is, I believe it was Alan Prost that overtook a driver in a drift to block off the inside. Oh, as we have a...
Oh, that's a block. What happened? No Name and Duck Lovers looks like they held up everybody. I wonder if anyone got damage from that, because it looks like Duck Lovers and No Name maybe got some contact and really paused up or queued up the drivers there.
That they did, and they're now down by 4.5 seconds to Hudson Poole, who's just slithered away into the lead.
Hudson's loving this right now. Let him fight, is what he says.
Well, the interesting thing is that Adesi and Andrew S. Adesi and Kaz Silvi now are going side by side now through the first sector, and Adesi's all out of ERS defensive now.
He sees Costa though. Costa's flashing. Costa's battery's flashing too, so he knows that Costa's out of battery as well. But so Adesi's saying, "Let's go for it." That's what he said. Yep, here he goes.
You know, Kel, who isn't out of battery is Andrew behind them.
Yeah, Andrew's going for it too.
Yeah, and this may be a wave by by the Mercedes team saying, hey, let your teammate through. He's got more better than you. He can tow you to the back of a Desi. You guys can tag team the Williams driver if their team principal is on comms with them. That is the likely strategy at play here. But just look at how much ground a Desi's made up in just those couple corners. It looks like we have an accident behind. Zay spinning off the circuit as well and having to recover his speed. I'm not sure if he was, but, well, the drivers are just pulling out all the stops.
And No-Name are side by side again. Coming through the first.
Yes, they are.
Looks like Duck Lovers has the better exit, though. Does he have DRS? Yep, he's got DRS as well.
Just look at a Desi coming up behind them. Oh, down the inside of No Name goes the Williams driver. And is he able to pull the move off? No, getting barged out of the way.
He's holding his line, though.
Desi's really the game right now feels, oh my goodness, Hudson Blue gets absolutely forced off the track there, fighting Charles Leclerc. And he actually lets him back through and lets through Jelle Van Eyck. In the process, they go wheel to wheel. He cuts another corner, does Hudson, and Jelle mashing him into the wall now on exit or on entry to corner 16. Hudson's going to be absolutely livid, Cal.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's playing it safe, though. He's sneaking points. He's not going to need to finish the race because he knows that he's faster than these guys and he can get him right back.
Oh, and he's going 2 for 1 now.
Yeah, he's going for it. Yeah.
Both of them overtake Charles, and now Hudson down the inside of the penultimate corner. And
Bell's got a decent exit, though. He's going to get DRS.
Very, very close. On the back of Dougie Falcons now, and pulling over to the inside on entry to corner number 17. Locking up those front wheels is the Ferrari driver, going a little bit deep, but nevertheless, man. So are we thinking of Lewis Hamilton and Silverstone by any chance? Cruising around the last.
He makes it look a little easy at Silverstone. Oh, Hudson's going for it. Yep, he's going to get her, maybe?
Oh, side-by-side stuff. And Hudson is clear. Hudson is clear of Dougie Falcons.
Hudson's got a really good exit here, too. Retrograde's out of battery, completely out, yeah. He's going to get around him pretty easy. Hudson's up to 4th.
That he is. He's got a fantastic view of this battle. Now, side by side, they go. The Alfa Romeo driver on the outside, Mercedes on the inside. Both of them with open DRS somehow. Oh, goodness. Oh,
a little bit of contact. Keep it clean. Yeah, nice. Looks like
Charles Leclerc with tires are in the pits, albeit, buzzing up leaky valve, who's found his way into the points. Both the Alfa Romeo team and Red Bull, of course, Alfa Romeo and Williams trying to score points with 2 cars today.
Oh, looks like Waman. Waman spun.
Oh, no. We're going to bring that up into our window. We knew Waman, and now within a second of the Alfa Romeo driver, Fuzzy Peachuli sweating in the race engineer seat there. We've got some side-by-side action. Meanwhile, between No Name and Kaz Silvi, as the 2 cars touch, and Duck Lovers has to take evasive action to try to avoid a nearly spinning Kaz Silvi.
I definitely probably would have done about 6 spins.
Me as well, most certainly. In fact, I can tell you that I have done 6 spins in that position.
I have experienced it.
That's exactly right. So, some side-by-side action with Jaquan and It's Vost. These 2 drivers fighting it out down the main straight. Jaquan on the outside of the first corner. It's Vost understeering just a little bit on the first apex, but all civil and decent between these 2 as Jaquan makes his way up with Jelle Van Eyck, who's right on the back of, right on the front now of Waman, who is going very slowly here, maybe trying to conserve tires, or maybe now to the viewpoint of Andrew S., who is closing down a Desi. It is a lap, entering lap 29 of 29. This is it. No more racing after this, lads. And the cars are going into the garage. So if it's now or never, as Andrew S. is within 0.3 of a second, 0.2 of a second of a Desi, nearly colliding with the back of the Williams here on the big screen with Andrew S. 0.5 of a second to a Desi. This is it. The fight for the win of the Miami Grand Prix, coming down to the very final couple of corners. He's all over the back of that Williams, nudging. Oh, he nudges a Desi nearly into the wall in turn 16. And now right on the back of the Williams driver, DRS open on the Mercedes. The Williams flashing. There is no more battery left for either of these drivers. He squeezes the Mercedes down to the very inside. Will Andrew S. be able to pull off this braking zone? He does. does, and Andres emerges clear of Adesi. He emerges clear and he takes first position with no corners to spare. Andres comes across the line to win the Miami Grand Prix. Oh, Cal, oh my goodness. What a race finish. There he is, the Mercedes driver entering the podium, now confident as ever, and he will celebrate. Yes, yes, indeed. This was a fantastic way to steal a race win for him and score a super valuable finish for the Mercedes F1 team. Adesi making it 2 podiums in 2 races, a win and a second place. You couldn't think of a much better way to start the season than that.